Can we talk for a minute? More than a minute. But welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. Well, I'll be discussing my second novel that's coming out at the end of May, beginning of June, entitled Autoscopy. Now, Autoscopy is about a out-of-body experience from the protagonist. Her name is Leilani Sanders, and she lives a pretty troubled life. Like, she experiences and witnesses domestic violence, a lot of mental abuse, physical abuse. She's separated from her family at one point. But during all of these things, the one place that she can escape to is back in the past. So she has this innate ability, she finds out when she's very young, that she can actually catapult to another time. She goes to the 1800s during the heat of slavery. And you would think that that's a negative thing, like, you know, who wants to be catapulted back into slavery? But as she grows up, and she has these blackouts all through her life, but as she grows up, she learns to understand them. She learns to value them. She actually finds purpose there, which is a key element that I wanted to get across in this book. The search for purpose, the coming of age, of course, but from an African American perspective. And that's what I'm going to do here in this video, is break down some goals that I have for the book, talk about different aspects that you will see in the book and why I did certain things and so on and so forth. So I just gave you a brief synopsis of the book. Basically, a young woman has this mysterious ability to be able to catapult back to the 1800s, and she falls in love there. She lives basically a normal everyday life of what a slave is. It's kind of a catch because there, her name is Aria, and she's actually mixed, which you'll find out, and I don't want to give too much away about the book. In present day, she's not mixed. She's a normal African American girl that experiences family troubles that lead her, when she gets older, to even try to commit suicide, because she feels like, you know, if I can't be, she had gotten so used to being back in the 1800s and having that purpose and basically living a life that she always wanted to lead, feeling like she was valued and needed somewhere. And when she thought that was going to be taken away from her, she actually did try to commit suicide in our present day. So it just shows you that you can find purpose in even the most weird, most odd things throughout your life. In the coming weeks, I will be doing a series of word things, and they're all things that are connected to the book. So I'll start out telling you daily. It'll be 2 days a week for maybe a month. I know a month, but maybe longer, where I'll break down how this particular theme has a connection to the book and how it has a connection to our lives as we see it today. And a lot of it is really motivational, so hopefully you guys will tune in for that on this YouTube channel. And I'll also be sharing it on Facebook, and I'll give out all of my social media handles at the end of the video. But basically, one thing that really inspired me to push this book to the forefront, not so much writing, because I've been working on it for like 2.5 years, but I believe it was last year that I saw Erica Alexander from On Living Single on The Breakfast Club, and she was saying how she had basically created like these very elusive, not elusive, but a lot of scripts for different Hollywood producers, and was pitching the scripts, and they had African Americans in them, but it was more on the sci-fi realm. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Then someone told her, well, you know, African Americans don't see themselves in the future, so they're not going to watch that, like our audience is going to watch that. And I just don't believe that. I believe that you can fuse those things together. So while we have several movies with historical content like slavery, you can fuse that with sci-fi. You can fuse that with paradoxical themes like time travel. You can fuse that with love and have those really authentic love stories from slavery, which I do want to get across, because I've always wondered how people can get married during slavery, and that's something that Leilani, well, Aria back in the 1800s, grapples with a man that she falls in love with, because I mean, they're seeing people die every day. You would be marrying somebody who you don't know if you're going to see tomorrow. You don't know if they're going to be killed. You don't know if they're going to be sold. And just kind of deep diving into those emotions and bringing that forth is something that I want to do in the book as well. But really fusing all of those things. And I think it can be done, and I think it is a good concept to do. So no, never let people tell you what you can't do, because you can't do it. So that's some of the stuff that you'll see in Autoscopy as well. I talked about I wanted to bring diversity to African American storytelling, because I feel like in anything it should be a purpose. So we have Leilani seeking her purpose, and I'll ask some questions on my themed scenarios in later weeks about what is your purpose, how do you live out your purpose, and break down what purpose truly is from a theological standpoint and from a literary standpoint. Because I really think that not only will it tell you more about the book and you'll be more invested in the book, but it'll actually help people in their everyday life. And that's really what I want to do with these videos. So Autoscopy is a part of a trilogy. I don't want to give too much away about the book, but it'll be 3 books, including this one that's coming out, because it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, which you guys will have to find out how Leilani grapples with her character as Aria back in the 1800s and her own life in present day, because it's very crazy things that happen to her in present day as well that she's dealing with, and basically fusing those 2 characters together as one, because they really are one. I'll be doing some pretty excessive marketing for the book. One thing that I'll be doing in conjunction with sending out press releases to media and journalists and some bloggers, hopefully some podcast individuals. But I'll also be sending 10 books for free out to 10 individuals from different industries, and the only thing I would ask those people to do, I'll write a request letter, and if they could either do 3 things, which is do a book review, if they can just share the book with their different audiences, whether it's digitally or in person or both, hopefully, and just really be an advocate for the book and let me know their opinion on it. Write a review on Barnes & Noble, which is where the book will be housed starting out, and just be really involved as influencers after I send them the book. And I know some great people that I'm thinking of, already have a list, that are in various industries, various points of life, various ages, various professions. So I'm really excited about launching that soon. I'm planning for the book to actually come out at the end of this month, May, so happy May, or the beginning of June, but I want to do a pre-release around the middle of May, so definitely check out my social media for that. So on Facebook, I am AN Media. That's my business page. You can also add Ashley in Silver, my personal page. I will accept you, unlike other people that won't accept. Some authors or other people won't accept you. They just want you to get on their business page, but I'll accept you on either. On Instagram, I'm Ash_the_wordsmith. And I'm also on Twitter under AN Media. And of course this YouTube channel, which I hope you guys share, because it'll be a lot of good content that you can apply to life, that also relates to the book Autoscopy. So I'm very excited, very ecstatic about this project. My husband actually did the artwork, so all the illustrations that you see, the one inside the book on the title page, and this is the beautiful cover right here that you're looking at. He is a self-taught oil painting artist. He also does charcoal drawings, so you can check him out on my ashleynmedia.com page, and then that links to his specific art page if you want to see more of his work. It is excellent, and we would love for you to buy it. I will be having, so I have 3 phases of marketing. The 3rd phase, after the coronavirus epidemic tragedy ends, hopefully sometime soon. I know a lot of people are suffering from that, and I also want to give hope for people for that with the themed words that I'll be doing in the upcoming weeks, so you'll see about that. But when now that passes, I want to do a book release. I'm looking at a few venues right now, but I'll let you guys know more about that as well. It's something that I'm really looking forward to. But right now, it's definitely a phased launch of the book. And I just hope that you guys will like it and participate. Once again, I'm Ashley Silver.